What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol QQQ for the NASDAQ 100 ETF. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. We talk about this market regularly here on the channel. The main thing to point out is that we have nothing more than a look above and fail on this most recent range. We've closed back down inside, large upper wick, indicating the selling pressure here. Good increase in volume. To me, the target has to be the bottom end of the range into the remainder of the week here at roughly 354, we'll call it, for round number 6. So how is that going to unfold? Well, if we take a look at the 30-minute time frame here, we do have a hammer candle into the last 30-minute session of the day. It's almost an equal low to what we have right here. So if that starts to break, basically 356.50s, that's your sort of signal short just to the bottom end of the range. I wouldn't really push it too much underneath that. I would want to see how the chart starts reacting around that 354 and then reevaluate. The reason being is because that's a much more important level coming from the top end of that balance that I've just drawn in, and it's also the low end that we've been holding on to for quite some time here. So to me, the buyers definitely want to defend that level, or it seems like they do. So I wouldn't just immediately be looking for a short through it. I would want to see something that would set up a better trade, right? So something that breaks this, a lower high that then resists off of here. So there's your lower high, an equal low. Maybe if it starts to break there, that's your signal for short, probably targeting the low end of that next range. So that's what I would think about to the downside if this inverted hammer really materializes here and gets us lower underneath that 354 as of right now. Again, probably looking for the shorter term short just from here to here and then reevaluating the chart. If it's going to turn around here, if we're going to move higher, the long is only back up and over that 362. Remember that it was the top end of the gap, essentially from here. So top end of the gap, it was support from where we rallied on the Wednesday session, and it's kind of, you can see that there was some consolidation that respected. Let me zoom in a little bit further. So this green candle low did respect it on the first pullback here, made that lower high, so from here to here, and that's where we crack it on the next go around. So to me, up and over 362 maybe gets a little bit more promising for the QQQ, but ultimately speaking, remember 369, right? So here we go, support from in the past, lower high from in here to here, that is, so lower high there. We still didn't even come anywhere close to that, right? So it's starting to become, or at least feel like, hey, maybe it's not as bullish as we thought, right? So sure, we got the breakout of the 4-day balance, but it didn't materialize to anything. We now have a look above and fail. We know where the target should be here at 354. So one step at a time, leaning a little bit to the short side into the Friday session here, but we'll see. Ultimately, it has to be a break of that structure, as we just pointed out, around 356. What was that, 356 or 356.50? Yeah, 356.50. Let me just throw that level on so we don't forget. There we go. So 356.62, 356.50. You got the gist, that general area. If it breaks, there is a short opportunity there. And then I would reevaluate the chart. If you're intent on being bullish in this marketplace, I would say this is not the time to be bullish in this area. If we start cracking the 362, sure, maybe you can reassess the chart once that happens. But as of right now, you got to give credit where credit is due. The sellers definitely dominated into the second half of the day. That's going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.